Howdy, howdy, y'all. Welcome to Schedule 1, of course. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to whoever's watching. Today, I'm going to be showing y'all a very simple and early start to the whole Schedule 1, which, as you know, in Schedule 1, there's a lot of ways you can make money. You can pick up trash if you want. You can, of course, sell different varying, well, products, of course. But there's in particular one product at the very beginning of the game which you can unlock, which is actually like the third stepping stone of the early access. Well, before you get into the harder products, it's the third step up, green crack, which is just a more addictive version of all other plants. But on top of that, I'm going to be showing y'all a little bit of everything and how you can start raking in more money with it. Because with the well, I call it blue stinger is what I call it, because you're actually going to mix. I'll show you later in the video. But if you want the base formula right now, all you need is green crack and then Viagra, the blue pill from the shop. Upon mixing these items, well, yeah, you have to unlock a mixer first. So we're gonna get there. All right, then, y'all. The first step in this whole process is actually just to wait for the plants to fully grow. That's right. You don't have to actually, yeah. Mind you, if you leave and you do certain objectives around town to collect the money, it will activate the whole cutscene with the van, of course, being destroyed. You lose the product and you lose all your stuff in here. But fun little fact, you can actually take all of this. Hold up, I gotta. There you go. Simply, you could take all of that instead of having to waste money and buy up all these other items later on that you have to. You can just do that. You know what? I'm actually gonna put this down. Because actually, you do not have to suffer from not enough money-itis, which is a very common killer in the early game. And all you gotta do is wait.
2 hours later.
And you notice that the lights that we're using, the black lights, produce vaster quantities of product. And you can actually collect these racks instead of having to, well, do the whole I have to wait till I'm like a higher level in the game. No, you can take all this stuff from the get-go and you can already have your early setup ready to go. No hassle, no trouble. You just have to wait a couple minutes in the game. Naturally, though, those couple minutes can feel extremely excruciating because you want to get around and start doing stuff. But trust me, patience is rewarded in this game. Except with this. This gives you like at least double on return on profit. So these lights are double, yes. Because these are going to be our source money plant. Well, not this. Our money makers, this. The black lights. And mind y'all, guys, before you pick up the last set of bills from the last behind the supermarket, be mindful once you do, it will trigger the event that will end up destroying the RV. So if you have anything in there that you did not want destroyed, you should get it beforehand and be wary, because as soon as you try to return, this is going to happen. Yeah. You know, the fact that she enjoys a lethal dosage of something concerns me. But I'll always give one to Donna because she can be your first opening customer. Real easy, so you can start, you know, just knocking stuff out and getting stuff put where you need, basically. And all you do after this is set it up. And this is like a little bit of a, you know, opening a little bit of help here. Take the TV and sell it. We're not a crack fiend, but we will sell like we are one. Give me 180. How about 180? Good, you see, that's all it took. That guy is incredibly horrible to do deals with. It does not help, like, the more he does stuff, the more of a jackass he is. Because he's a pawn shop owner and he always has to get one over on you. Even though it'll vary how much he'll want to pay you for said items. I play on another playthrough, he only wanted to give me 75 bucks for that TV.
Yeah.
And I work in agriculture, so you can get an extra bottle of speed growth, which will help you speed up your early development of the plants. Mind you though, using speed growth does come with a drawback. It'll make the quality of the plant that you grow less. Meaning that, well, your overall profit margin will be less, or it will not suit others' needs. Because there are others in the game who have a higher preference and taste for different items. Naturally though, I've never had a problem with anyone that required herb. I've never had any situations where they did not want to buy, even if it was low quality. Because the product that we're producing very much is addictive, and addictiveness promotes way more growth in terms of money. Another save I had like $34,000 just from doing that. You see, what you're going to want to lock is this right here, the third plant, but we can't right now. And I'm just going to get me about yeah, 2. Weird. Another early tip. If you want, just pick stuff up and put it in the can. Is it gonna stop you? I don't know. Not me though, because, you know. This can net you a little couple bucks early on. It's not gonna be hundreds, but it'll be like around 10 to 15 bucks. Which doesn't seem like a lot, but mind you, in the early game, you might be struggling for cash, you know, to buy what you need to buy. So, this is like an easy and quick way of doing stuff. Getting what's readily available to you, garbage, and selling said garbage. $16. Can't go wrong with that. Okay, behind it. The packaging station costs around $200. So, we've effectively saved $200. And do not have to purchase it. We do have to purchase baggies though, but you know, you can't win them all. This feller, Gwendolyn, is actually a very good customer because he usually pays high if he likes your product. There we go. Nope, can't do her. Don't have a high enough ranking. So on top of now having all the supplies you need, you now have everything you need. Because now you have quality product on hand and extra. And you have lights that will grow extra product. So, you are to worry for anything. You see, and the plants will be fully grown. You get 24 herb from each, or there you have it, 43 product. This is not the main point of this video though. This is just the starting until we can get to what we need to be. That's also another trick, y'all. Pickpocket them very quickly, so you can get back the product, and they're still satisfied with your service. Also, another tip, y'all. You can get an early on weapon, the baseball bat, from the basketball court. It's not really a secret, but hey, this will help you a lot if you get into any trouble. Which, being honest, the whole game's about getting in trouble. So have fun with it. But mind you, this is the bat. This won't do shit against a gun. So, be wise, be smart, and strike when you know you're gonna win. If not, running's always a good option. There's this guy. How's that guy? No, you don't, bro. It doesn't always work out. That minigame can be a little bit hard. So, we just got to build our way up. All the very way up. And I'll see you guys when we are at the level we are required for me to acquire green crack.
8 hours later.
Grinded out a couple of about an hour or two to get a hold of the items we needed. You see, now we can order from Albert the green crack. You're gonna want at least, I'd usually do 4. And just like that, y'all, you have 100% addictedness, Aspen Death. And mind you, a cool little mechanic of the game is when your customers eventually do become extremely addicted to your product, you can set the price of whatever you want, because that's reality of the game. You know what I mean? Putting it simply, you have infinite amounts of money, and you will quickly rack up thousands upon thousands of dollars in the game very quickly. However, don't let this be your only thing, because going forward, there are a lot of other cool mechanics that you have to experience with a different type of cooking and other types of, well, like all the labs you make later on and all the crystal you get to make. It's very much worth continuing through. This was just like a little quick guide to make something that is extremely addictive, but will help you, like chill out towards the later half of the game. Or not like the later half, but like the early half, so you could just kind of have some breathing room and, chill. All right, then, y'all. If this video helped you out, please leave a like and or subscribe if you want. And then I will see you guys next time if you come back. Have a good one.